Hello, everybody. Let me just get the audio channel fixed. There we go. And we are back. Welcome back. I hope everybody's week has been going well. We are here for more Nier. Um, where we last left off, things were pretty dire. To save the village, Kaine had herself turned to stone in front of the library door. The Shadow Lord took Yona. We got stabbed in the chest, and we have skipped forward 5 years in time. Uh, 5 long years have gone. And our boy has grown into quite the strapping young lad. It is now time for him to venture forth and save his Yona. And Popola gave us a letter saying that Emil had potentially found a way to unfreeze Kaine. So we are on our way to go save the Goral. And that's what you missed, if you missed the last part. If you missed more than the last part, a merchant passed through the village today. She kept pulling the craziest stuff out of her big bag. She said her name was Accord. That's a reference that some of you might not get. I don't even know where to begin with that. We'll get there, because there's something coming up in a bit that will have more to deal with that. We're back at the Lonely Manor atop the hill. Let's talk to the Row Butler.
Welcome, sirs. Master Emil is waiting in his chambers.
Okay. Oh, my week is going okay. I hope yours guys are. Hi,
Hey,
Emil.
It's been a while. And, you haven't aged a day.
Not at all.
Oh, yeah. I'm sort of special that way.
You're valid.
Huh. Fair enough.
Anyway, I hear you found a lead on undoing the petrification curse.
Yes. Take a look at this.
Archival storage, 8/2/2026. Following the recent incident with number 6, we've decided to establish an archival room. This room will hold records on the methods used to control and/or cancel all forms of magic, including petrification and bestial transformation, as well as allow other projects to move forward. Specifically, this should make it easier to complete a long-term storage solution for number 6, as well as proceed with our work on number 7. All employees are required to keep the courtyard entrance for this new room secure. Failure to do so is grounds for immediate termination.
There's a section of this manor called the planning room, and I think...
You think this room will let you harness the ability to control all forms of magic, correct?
Actually, yeah. Or even if it doesn't, something there might point us in the right direction.
So, where is this planning room?
There's an entrance in the courtyard. It's not far.
Okay.
Good. Let's go find it.
What's my magic set up with right now? Dark Execution, Dark Blast. Excellent. Alright, Emil.
This room truly contains the power to control all magic. I can use it to cure my eyes.
If we could heal both Emil and Kaine at once, it would be quite an achievement.
Yeah, it would.
Two birds with one, stone, as they say.
Wow, Vice. I didn't think you cared.
Perhaps this tome is getting a bit sappy in his old age.
It should be right around here somewhere.
Like that shiny spot.
Is this it?
Interesting.
Warning. This facility...
sucks.
I can't read the rest. Something about a seal?
If someone bothered to attach a warning to this room, I doubt they will appreciate us forcing our way inside.
You good? You good, my dude?
Emil, you okay? What's wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing. I'm fine.
If you say so.
Something is amiss with Emil.
Whoa.
Take care not to stray too far from him.
Right.
This is different. Obtain the AA key card. Use the AA key card. Nothing in there. Shades. Obtain magical word Ula. Ula dance again. It's a little bit of a culture producers reference for y'all. 'Cause I care. Oh. Anybody else? Dented metal bat. Alright, let's proceed. Need a key card, KA. Now, if I were a key card, where would I be? Right there.
Emil is falling behind.
Sorry. Come on, Emil. SA keycard. Oh, there's a little path. Weapon. Fang of the Twins. Interesting. Shades. Will take more than that to stop me.
What's this? Scrap of paper?
Don't mind if I do. Obtained a new document. We've completed initial research into number 6 and are ready with the initial startup experiment in the coming days. As this will likely make a great leap forward in Gestalt research, the National Weapons Research Laboratory has made the completion of number 6 a top priority. Budgets for all other projects are to be frozen immediately. There's a picture of something. Dead Mouse, that you?
It would here, this used to be some manner of magical research facility.
This must have been where I was...
Emil!
Emil, you good?
I'll be okay. We need to keep going.
Okay.
Sorry for the trouble.
Emil, you don't have to apologize. You're no Ashley Resident Evil 4. Level up. Gotcha. Use the TA key card. Switch to the small sword.
Emil is falling behind.
Then maybe Emil should move just a little faster. Obtained the word Basal. And I got the Nah key card. Nah, though. Obtained the word Gebel. Gotcha. Alright. Thank you, Emil. Appreciate the help, buddy. Do I need another key card, or am I good to proceed? Whoa, enemies. Obtain the word Mahira. Mahira Academia. Oh, my puns are awful today. Gotcha. Okay. Nothing in there. Nothing in here. Another room. obtain the Ha keycard.
Emil is falling back.
Come on, Emil. Where you at, bud?
Emil is falling back.
Okay, come on, Emil. It's okay. Use the hockey card. Okay. I need the Ya key card. Yeah. Okay, so one of these is probably open. That needs the Ma key card.
Emil.
There's the Ma key card. There's the Ya key card. And there's a big ass enemy. Oh, this is not the magic I usually use. Give me Dark Lance, please. Son of a bitch. There we go. That's how we do it. Yeah, key card. Well, that's a meal. That's clearly a meal. Today's meeting will address the following topics: a long-term storage of number 6 and a progress report on number 7. Disguising the laboratory's above-ground facility as a mansion. Plan Snow White. Uh-huh.
Project number 6. So this was some sort of weapons laboratory?
Oh.
What the hell was going on down here?
What was I doing here?
Yeah, what were you doing here, man?
I have doubts as to whether or not Emil will be able to continue.
I'm fine. Let's just go.
I don't think you're fine, but okay. Oh, There's our key card. And there's another room. Okay. Got the raw key card. Some sort of children's playground. Looks like it. There's a door marked WA. Ow. Oh Lord. Another one of these big boys. Alright, let me finish off little boy, please. Whoa, you are weak, sir. Gotcha. Konira. Weapons and magic drain HP. Really now? Obtained a new document. The donor body Halua has been chosen among the 7 candidate subjects to proceed to the next stage. In the interest of protecting state secrets, all but one subject will be disposed of. The donor body Emil will be kept in storage as a failsafe measure. Oh, Emil, what were you a part of?
You sure you're okay, Emil?
I'm a weapon? What does that even mean? What am I?
That's a good question, buddy.
It appears he's trying to remember something.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, you're gonna be just fine.
Am I? Am I really?
I believe you will be.
Your past makes no difference. We'll support you no matter what.
Your appearance in Nier Automata says you will be.
At any rate, you would hardly be the first member of our merry band to have issues.
Obtain the WAP keycard. Not the WAP keycard. And we have a pre-boss fight save point, I'm gonna guess. Alright, let's see what waits for us. Whoa. Whoa. Uh-oh. I think he's remembering.
I remember now. I remember everything.
Do you?
We used to be humans. Normal humans. Just a bunch of regular human kids like you'd see anywhere.
What happened to you?
And then, we came here. They wanted to turn us into weapons. So they used magic to perform terrible experiments on us. Eventually they succeeded. They managed to create a perfect weapon. The name of that weapon was Number 6.
Halua.
But soon they lost control of Number 6, and the experiment was deemed a failure. They had to create a weapon that could petrify Number 6 and seal it away. So they created me. I'm Number 7.
Oh, shit.
I'm a weapon.
Weapon or no weapon, you're still a meal to us.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Huge shout out to Emil's voice actress for doing an excellent performance.
This is Number 6. She's my sister.
Oh.
This thing is alive?
Oh.
My sister is the greatest weapon ever made, and
Yes, go on.
with her power, I could eradicate my petrification curse.
Uh-huh.
So what's the plan here?
First, you have to promise me something. If my sister somehow manages to swallow me up, if my original self becomes lost, I'm afraid I may try to hurt all of you.
Uh-huh.
And if that happens,
No, wait!
Emil.
then I want you to kill me.
Emil, back away from Skeletor. Oh, shit.
You have to get him out of there now.
I'm on it. We're not gonna lose anyone else.
No, we are not.
Hurry! There's still time to save him!
I know there is.
Magic is the only way to damage this one.
I can only use magic. Okay. Well, as soon as I'm fully charged up, I will do another Doc Raleigh.
Way too quick.
Oh, what are you doing? Don't like that. Great. She's on the wall. Christ. Doubles magic damage for 60 seconds. Yes, please. A little more MP. A little more spirit. There we go.
Emil, we're coming for you!
Come back to us.
Oh shit. How did I dodge all that? Did it. I don't think I took a single hit. If that's the whole fight, I don't think I took a single hit.
Emil. Emil. Emil.
Emil?
Halua. Emil, wake up. Halua,
Halua.
It's
Kalua.
okay. It's over now. I'll always be watching over you. Thank you, Halua.
I mean, at least Halua's not stuck being that anymore, right?
Yeah?
Something good
Are
came
you
out
all
of
right?
this. Ooh, that ADR got loud.
Still alive! I feel my sister's power inside me! I think I can control my abilities now!
Yes, we're all quite pleased. Now get out here already.
I agree.
Just a second. I can't see very well. No, don't! Don't look at me!
I'm gonna look at
what's
you,
wrong?
Emil.
Stay back!
I won't. Oh, hey, Emil.
Good God.
Poor guy. Is that the Grim Reaper?
Welcome back, Emil. You've been through a lot.
But my body...
Looks super sick.
I can't stand to be with you when I look like this.
But you can.
What'd I tell you? We're here for you, no matter what.
Aw.
Can you see my face?
Oh Christ, the mouth
You
moves.
look just like I thought you would.
Oh, this is his first time seeing us.
You look really cool.
He's never actually seen us.
Right.
I think I'm okay now.
Become as gods indeed. Hey, Magic. Hope your evening's going well.
If this is how I look now, then so be it.
Hell yeah, buddy.
I was terrified at first, but it's not all bad, you know?
No, if anything, he looks super cool.
I have the magic I wanted, and I can use it to bring Kaine back to us.
Exactly.
Emil.
We should hurry. She's waiting.
Yeah, she is.
I sure hope seeing me doesn't petrify her. You know, in fear?
A.
I see this transformation has not stolen your terrible sense of humor.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy. Yeah, let's save. Oh, we're just doing it.
With Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past.
We are just doing it. We're just
Maybe
bringing her back, aren't we?
My mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway.
Are we doing it? Hey Emil, what about the people you froze in your garden? We gonna bring them back too? Oh, that's right. There's a shade back there.
The beast approaches.
God, that thing's been back there for 5 years. In fear? Nah, she would just kick your ass. I mean, yeah, that is very Kaine. Alright. I guess it's this guy. Hey buddy, been a while. You goddamn goober.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again.
Okay, let's switch to something heavier.
My sword is lighter. It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Oh, my guy's a punk bitch now. Get wrecked! Oh. Goodbye. Kaine, you good? You dead?
Alive. Stay alive. Stay alive.
Oh, I know that song from Hamilton.
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
Oh, hey.
Aw, Emil.
Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Well, she knows just the right thing to say.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit.
Shit. That's a long time.
Yeah?
Any luck with Yona?
No.
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
What did I give her?
Is that a lunar tear?
Oh, I gave her a lunar tear.
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging
Yep, there is the
kindness.
shipping fuel. You're not wrong.
Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
Oh?
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please, try to understand. People are tired and scared, and... I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
Oh, shit.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me.
No, you don't say that, Emil. You are cool.
As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But...
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
I didn't get much sleep that night.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
For the first time in my life, I hated Devila.
He does kind of look like the mascot from the Outer Worlds.
For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola.
Oh, shit.
But those feelings are pointless in the end.
Spacer, right? From Spacer's Choice.
They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades.
Damn.
Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
Although the resultant white chlorination syndrome infection makes ours an imperfect solution, we have reason to expect some positive results. Oh shit. I was gonna read that.
Sleep well?
Not at all.
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
$900 gil. Gold. Let's go see Devola. And Popola.
I should talk to Devila first.
Is she at the bar or the fountain? I can see her at the fountain.
Hey,
Oh, hi. I kinda thought you'd never talk to us again.
I understand you're doing this for the village, and that you don't have a choice.
Pretty much, yeah. But look, why don't you go talk to Popola? I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you.
I'm headed there next. Oh, and Devila?
Yeah?
Sorry about yesterday. I shouldn't have lost my temper like that.
You don't need to apologize. Anyone would be upset when their friends are hurting.
Yeah, like me.
Let Emil and
You hurt
Kaine
my
know that we're
friends.
sorry, alright?
All right. Popola?
Oh.
What do you have
hello.
to say for yourself, Popola?
Look, I want to apologize for
Stop. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but neither did you. You're just trying to protect the villagers. And I jumped down your throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
Ahem. I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right?
Yeah, we started the game there.
The temple where I was first discovered.
That's it. Well, it seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow.
Oh ho. It was right under our pages the whole time.
But the bridge that leads there is unusable.
So take a boat.
A boat?
Yes, the canal's finally been repaired.
Oh.
It took a lot longer than expected, what with the shades and all. I also asked them to provide a boat at the path to the Lost Shrine's back entrance. The ferryman will let you use it free of charge.
Well, shit.
That should make it easier for you to move from town to town.
Thanks, Popola. I feel like you've done so much for me. I'm really grateful. All right, I'll see you around.
And for the love of everything, be careful.
I will try. To the lost shrine.
The path above the entrance to the shopping district should lead to the boat landing.
Good to know.
Excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it as
Yeah.
often as we need.
Yona.
Hey, look who it is. Remember me?
Yeah, you're red bag guy.
That red bag. By my pages. You're the slovenly half of that couple who refused to stop arguing.
Yep.
Hey, it's been a while.
Sure has. I've been in
Hey,
charge of this
zombie.
canal
Hope
since
the
we
end of
last
your heavy
talked.
rain and your first affiliate stream went well.
Apparently I did a pretty good job with it because they decided to make me the permanent ferryman.
Oh yeah, huh? Congrats.
Thanks. Still, it's not all puppies and unicorns. The old ball and
Everybody,
chain is
please,
always
when you get a
harping on me
chance,
now about how much
check
I
out
work.
Zombie Phoenix. She is a variety streamer and puts out excellent stuff. She just hit affiliate and had quite the first affiliate stream today. She is currently playing Heavy Rain. It ended right after you got to the plot. Hey, that just means you left the audience with a baited hook.
Anyway, if you got a place to be, just let me know and I'll take you there.
Alright, Lost Shrine, rear path.
The Lost Shrine's up ahead, just past this cave.
Okay.
As well as the Shadow Lord's castle.
Let us make haste.
To the Shadow Lord, or the Lost Shrine, or whatever. Of course, you're welcome for the shout out. You deserve it. Isn't that right, Mochi? I'm gonna have to get a cat cam just for you. Yep, I said it. Alright, let's climb this thing. Rolling for speed. I cannot state enough how much I love the music for this game. Like, they did not have to go as hard as they did. The Devil Queen. What's that look like? Oh, neat. It's like a halberd. What's mine? 300. Yeah, no way do I want to downgrade from that. I like how Emil's just gradually floating up behind me. And Kaine didn't even climb that first ladder. That's okay, we forgive her. Those look like modern day buildings out there. Here we are. Oh yeah, there's that dungeon music. We got enemies. Obtained word Ulo. Armor break +8. Obtained word Consera, martial arts, magic defense +15. That is good. Oh, he evaporated in the sun. That's right. I forgot the shades can't stand sunlight. He's done. Yeah, that finisher is just too strong. Oh, we got another. Oh, you came back. I'll finish you off too. Since he came all this way.
This is all too easy.
Damn, I should have got him when he was down. I guess I'm just going up to the roof again? Like, I don't know. One more. Oh no, that's right, because I can go down from there. Depth perception is a useful skill that I apparently lack right now. But that's okay. I won't tell if you don't tell. Close the box. You can really tell these were Xbox 360 era puzzles, and I don't mean that derogatory. Like, there's just certain things you don't really see anymore, you know? Oh. You really said, no, I'm not going up that ladder, huh? One. Gotcha. There's one over here. Alright, he's done. I just can't overstate how much I really enjoy the combat version of this level's track. Three down. That finisher is just too strong. You really thought. You really thought. Oh yeah, they really did think, huh? Shit. Push that back one, jump over. Pull it back. Push over. I feel like a real speedrunner. And the door's good. Will you let me stab your friend, please? They really had me stun locked. You stay down. Alright, and let's get some magic in on this party. keep going. Can Phalanx get a trophy? Yes, they can! Combo Master. Oh, that felt good. Not that I, like, obsess over trophies, but they're nice, and they, like, instill a, oh, you're big, a false sense of accomplishment in me. Oh, you're gonna do big lasers, huh? What if I do this? Oh, that does nothing to you. Oh, you just hurt. You just hurt. That's what you do. Gotcha. Well, so much for a mini-boss, huh? Yeah, no, the soundtrack for Nier, both this one and Automata, by the way, Zombie, if you've never played Nier Automata, you don't need knowledge of the first game, Nier Replicant, to play it. The music is just as good, and it's available right now on Game Pass. So I really, really cannot recommend enough checking that out
Emil?
while that is on there. If you have the time, of
From now on,
course.
I'm going to sleep outside with you.
Oh, he's gonna sleep outside with
I
them.
can't accept that you aren't allowed in the village. It's stupid.
So you're staging a protest? Fun.
Don't waste your time.
But it just feels wrong.
Well, that's really nice of you, but you still don't have to stay out here with us.
Emil.
You got a super important mission. You can't sleep out in the rain. What if you catch a cold?
Then I'll catch a cold with you,
Besides,
Emil.
I like camping with Kaine. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
I have quite a few friends who remind me of Kaine just now. This track specifically really reminds me of the choral version of the Song of Time that you hear in the Temple of Time in Ocarina.
We seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
Just kick them aside.
Is that a weapon? That's a weapon. So on my side quest save, I've been acquiring weapons en masse, because as I said at the very beginning of this game, the game has 5 endings. Endings C, D, and E require you to obtain... Oh no, we do not want to overwrite the... We do not want to overwrite that save. That is the weapon save. We need to get every single weapon to get the last 3 endings to the game. Oh, this is where we fought Hansel and Gretel. All the bosses are named after storybook characters. Oh hey, it's the one we didn't finish off. Are you Hansel or are you Gretel? I don't know. I'm gonna assume you're Gretel. I don't know why.
What's going on? There's dolphins up
Oh,
there!
he's barfing.
These are creatures
He's
of the darkness.
barfing.
Lure them to the light. Pathetic to the end, I see.
Yeah, I'm
Aim for
gonna
that
lure them
statue.
to the light.
It's the leader.
Foolish creatures. You cannot hope to best me.
These little bastards just keep coming.
These creatures cannot abide the sun. Lure them into the light.
And he's immune. Let the shades die. Now you might ask, Phalanx, why are you trying to do this so quickly? That is because there are trophies at stake here. Almost every boss in Part 2 has a trophy tied to it for killing it in a certain amount of time. But you're not dead yet. There you go.
Have you felled the beast?
I don't think so. God, this music's good. Okay, we have another phase, and you're gonna do your spins. Please stop. I really hope we made the time trial. I don't think we did. But that's okay. Oh shit.
Kaine!
Kaine. Uh-oh.
Hurry! Strike it down!
I'm trying. There we go. Gotcha. I don't think we got that time trial. But that's okay. Means I get to play more of the game on my own. Perish.
Kaine! Are you alright?
Kaine, you
Kaine!
good?
I fear there is little we can do for her.
No! Kaine!
What is happening?
Kaine!
Oh shit.
Kaine!
Kaine, you good? I don't think Kaine's good.
It's Kaine's shade!
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
Kaine! Come back!
Now, pin her down.
Kaine, please! Come back to us!
Gotcha. Well, that was quick.
Oh dear.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine!
I couldn't hold it back.
Shit.
I can't be with...
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again. As many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak, and I'm sad, and I'm lonely. But you make me strong. You're my friend, and I need you. So don't you dare leave me!
All right. Stop crying.
That was such a good line delivery from Emil's voice actress.
And... thanks. I'm all right.
Over there.
Let's see what we got. Obtained a mysterious stone fragment.
And what is this? Hmm?
It's me. It's got some kind of writing on it, but...
I don't know, but
I
that
don't
looks
know
like
what
an
it says.
elevator.
How remarkably useless of you. Well, let's go ask Popola.
It's a cipher of some kind.
A cipher.
Can you determine its meaning?
I think this is the key to unlocking the Shadow Lord's castle.
Okay.
Here, take a look at this.
Uh-huh.
I wrote down all the words I can understand.
The Stone Guardian, the Law of Robotics, Sacrifice, the Memory Tree, and Loyal Service.
This fragment is called the Stone Guardian. Given that you found it in the Lost Shrine, the words must mean something. There are spaces here for 4 other fragments as well. Sacrifice, the Law of Robotics, the Memory Tree, Loyal Cerberus. The Law of Robotics probably refers to the Junk Heap,
Yeah, most likely.
and the Memory Tree might be the Forest of Myth. But as for Sacrifice and Loyal Cerberus, I don't have a clue.
Shit.
Not a problem.
Hmm?
If we want to fill in the words, we just run around the world killing every big monster we find, right?
Oh, splendid. By all means, let us undertake a murderous rampage.
They're just shades. Besides, it's the only way to reach the Shadow Lord.
It's a dangerous task.
Yeah, well, Yona's in even more danger.
But how can you even be sure that she's...
Because she is! Right?
Exactly. Yona is okay. The Law of Robotics is in the lighthouse.
The Junk Heap and the Forest of Myth, yeah? I'm on my way.
Please be careful. Oh, and listen. About Kaine and Emil.
Popola, that's a sore subject.
The villagers know how much they've sacrificed, and they're thankful. It's just... they're scared, you know? People can't change overnight.
Well, they should.
I'll hurry them along the best I can. But can you please give them a little more time?
Fine.
I'll try.
Okay. The junk heap and the forest. Let's head for the Forest of Myth. Actually, let's head for the junk heap first.
Popola said we might be able to find a key fragment in the junk heap.
Perhaps we can find a clue at Two Brothers' weaponry.
Back at our friends, the weapon makers. Older brother and young shithead. Take a sip of water there. Very important to keep hydrated. I think everybody, no matter who they are or what they do, could probably stand to drink a little more water. Oh shit. Sorry, boar buddy. Let me climb this ladder.
Hey, advice. What was this big old bridge used for, anyway?
Ah, yes. This was a road for the large iron crates I mentioned
road for
earlier.
large iron crates,
Wow.
huh?
Why is it so big?
Because the iron crates moved at high speed and were crammed to the gills with cargo and people.
No.
Really?
Enchiladas, you
people?
might not have been there.
Humans lived very differently
We
long
found the
ago.
mom's body
There
dead
must have
in the
been
junk
so
heap.
many people here.
Apparently the mother had died, trying to abandon them with some random dude she met. Because this is Nier, no one gets a happy ending. A merchant passed through the village today, and she kept pulling the craziest stuff out of her bag. She said her name was Accord. Oh shit, flashback.
Man, there's gotta be tons of machinery here.
That's
Yeah,
a
but
reference,
I don't know how much we can
actually to
actually
Drakengard 3. Hey, Conebeard, I hope
Oh,
Halo
wow.
went well.
Check this out. It looks brand new.
Give a
Hey, be
shout
careful,
out there.
all right? This place is dangerous.
I'll be fine.
Hey, Mochi.
Oh no!
One level down, nice.
Look
Should
out!
last you a few streams if you keep that pace. I know, Mochi, I'm scratching ya. Oh shit, not the good brother. Not Jacob.
Jacob? Oh god, this can't be happening. Jacob! Jacob!
I mean, it's your fault, you little shit. We saw you knock that shit down because you couldn't pay attention. Oh, Accord. So Accord is a character that appears in one of the endings of Drakengard 3. She is a time traveler and an android. And whoever she works for, it is her job to literally catalog all the timelines of the world. And for people who don't know, Nier is a spin-off of a joke ending of Drakengard. Specifically the ending where Kaim and his dragon,
The junkie. Perhaps we should
God,
speak
the
to
dragon's name is
They
blanking
might
my
know
mind right
something
now, but
about
she's a red
this.
dragon. And Kaim and the dragon pop out of a portal fighting the final boss and land in modern-day Tokyo in the year, I think, 2003. And they beat the final boss but are shot down by the Japanese military. And that is the timeline in which Nier... Angelus, that's right. Angelus. Thank you, Conebeard.
Oh, hey there. It's been a while.
Hi, Gideon.
You're the little one, aren't you? You've grown up.
And you're still detestable.
How fares your brother?
My brother's been dead for 4 years.
Oh, I see. Please forgive the question.
It's okay. I need to ask you something. What is it? You heard any rumors about shades around here? Not the little ones. I'm looking for one that's unusually big and powerful.
No, I haven't heard about anything like that. But I haven't really been listening. All I want is to destroy robots.
Hey, you and the cast of Nier Automata.
Just rip them up.
He wants to rip him up. Rip and tear? Until it is done.
I recently got my hands on a weapon. A very
I couldn't
powerful
resist the
weapon.
obvious joke. I'm weak.
I thought you might get some use out of it.
A very powerful weapon, huh? The two-handed sword. Rippin' Nier. Rippin' Nier. Until you've achieved all 5 endings.
This sword has seen better days.
Man, I am so excited to get ending E, because that is the new one. That is
Yeah,
literally new.
It's pretty beat up. I mean, there's potential, but it's fairly powerless right now.
Can you repair it?
I can repair anything with the proper materials.
If you'll fix it, I'll get the parts.
I'm so glad I decided not to throw this out. I'm gonna need some memory alloy. Only the real big enemies on the second basement level have them, so watch yourself. Also, here's the passcode to get down there. Use it on the elevator.
Will do.
You got it.
Obtain the B2 password. Don't save over that one. Save over this one. Into the junk heap.
It's a shame about the older lad. He was but a child.
Yeah, and he was much
Sounds
more
like you went
tolerable.
into a dangerous area for the sake of the business.
So you're going to fetch parts to fix a lighthouse?
Yeah. There was this old lady that helped me once, and I'm fixing the lighthouse where she used to live.
Exactly who did the helping is a matter of debate. But regardless.
Hey Mochi, what are you doing? What you doing over there?
The elder brother postponed his joy for the sake of his sibling.
Yeah, she is
Think he
being
was ever
cute as
truly
always.
happy.
Enemies?
Just making his little brother happy would have been enough. That's what being an older brother is like.
I detect not a whit of intelligence from within that clump of iron.
Who cares if it's smart when it can smash you into a pancake?
No mere machine can hope to prevail against our intelligence and skill.
Wow, thanks, book. I feel so much better already.
Hey, we made it. And we have a door to bust open. Oh, that is a hole. Yeah, no, the music once again is just all around stellar. By the way, for anybody who knows, the soundtracks to both Automata and Replicant and Gestalt, all available on Spotify, Google Play, you name the streaming service, it's there. So if you want to listen to Song of the Ancients on repeat for 7 hours, you can do that. One second. There we go. Honestly, if we can catch up to my side quest save tonight, I'll be happy. Not that I'm unhappy with our progress. Because I'm just happy to be playing this game. I really, really enjoyed this game. Okay, fast sword it is. We got flyers. But they go down super quick. And there's the biggin. Oh shit, Kaine's dead. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. No, I'm not. Memory alloy. Titanium alloy. Horizon Zero Dawn, starring Aloy. I'm gonna guess you're gonna give me a bomb. And I'm gonna run like hell. And I'm gonna need another bomb. Ow. Don't love that. Sounds kinda Daft Punkish, honestly. And I mean that in a great way. Head south. Okay. Get another on-rails segment. quite literally on rails, huh? Oh, there's stuff everywhere. Made it. Emil is doing good. He is ready for Halloween. There he is. How you doing, Emil? His Jack Skellington outfit is on fleek. Hey, buddy. Yeah, Conebeard, Emil kind of went through some shit. Which you might remember from your original playthrough. I know you played through Gestalt, but that is same basic plot, just different order to things. Hello, big robot. Gotcha. Man, while combat is not the deepest, it is certainly very cathartic. He is doing his best Yoko Taro cosplay. Or is it the other way around? Here. Robots. Whoa. Go, 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 throw it! Oh, okay, okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Conebeard. You should totally do Final Fantasy X, but on one condition. Hold on. Your condition is that when you're done Final Fantasy X, you know what you have to play next. There's only one thing you can play next. You have to. It's legally obligated. You're legally, it is the law. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? I hear you. And that is your condition. You can play 10, but you have to play 10 too. That game is, I almost want to say, criminally underrated. I know a lot of people give it some flack, but it is actually a fun game, and I know you know that. Plus 10's not that long, really. Like, 10 is not a bad Final Fantasy by any standards, and it's also not that bad. 10 too, I remember being just a little grindy. That got just a little hectic. Yeah, you do some off-screen grinding between games, nothing crazy. You should do a sub-goal for Dark Aeons, honestly. Sort of like how I have for the data fights that I have to go back to. Eventually. Eventually. I don't know if you have the patience for Dark Yojimbo, though. 'Cause, man, that guy sucks. Also, his boss fight is absolute complete RNG. You like it. You were thinking sub-goal for Celestials, but that's better. There you go. What you need to do is you need to do all the ball puzzles so you can get anima, because a lot of people don't even know. You can, in fact, get anima as a summon in 10. I believe it requires doing every single optional ball puzzle inside all of the trials. And some of them are quite the bitch. There's no way you could do that. A couple of those Celestials keep you salty. Yeah, no, you want to keep your sanity, please. Chocobo races and lightning bolts come to mind. Yeah, and obviously, you need to have like a 10,000 point thing for Bleats Bowl. Because I know I want to see you play some Bleats Bowl. I'll leave it up to you, Conebeard, to explain the concept of Seymour Guado to our coworker. Yeah. Yeah. So there's this giant furry monkey elf man, and he wants to marry the Pope, who's also a pop star in the sequel. We did it!
That's some pretty impressive stuff you found.
I mean, you told me to find it, so I did.
I'll start upgrading your weapon right away.
Hey, thank you, Gideon. You still suck.
And since you did me a favor, I won't even charge you for it. Well, actually, this is gonna take a little more time than I thought.
Okay.
No sense in you waiting around. I'll send you a letter once it's ready.
That would be great.
Alright.
It appears we have some free time on our hands.
We're gonna head for the Forest of
Popola
Myth.
said we might be able to find something in the Forest of Myth.
You will forgive me if I seem less than enthusiastic about such a trip.
I did not know that Pope Francis put out a pop album, and that's kind of upsetting. Or rock album, sorry. Yeah, but Pope Francis didn't appear... Count Dooku himself was on a metal album. I can believe that Christopher Lee did a metal album. That does not take much persuading for me to believe that, to be honest. Man had some bars. I know it. Alright. Hey! Let me on my pig, please. Yeah, very rude, right? Just trying to do my sick pig drifts. Thanks, Piggy. Back to the Forest of Myth.
Dream.
Yeah.
Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience again.
I hear you.
Yeah, no, I think we'd all agree that we'd totally watch you do Final Fantasy X. Hey, Mayor, how you been?
Oh, hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual is happening?
I do.
Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
And why is that?
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody do 10-2 though, which is why I'm really excited at the concept of the double feature.
I don't know. It's just how things have always been.
Weird.
Alright, let's go talk to the tree. There's an item here. Oh. Is it happening again?
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
As if Grimoire Weiss is capable of spouting such nonsense.
Hang on. I don't think it's done.
Yeah, Fred, it is time for text adventure.
Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
Here we go. Black. Pure darkness. Painted over everything. Words scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. "This is wrong," whispered the tree in the voice through the leaves. "This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed." Black. Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on thick green leaves of the tree. And once, they had formed a web that spanned the entire world. Words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies turned into whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into stars. Each star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. A child is here, brought low by disease. He's far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy too has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great there's little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings comfort to the boy. A healthy young girl with tanned skin and green eyes. She is a beacon of light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him, but he is unable to look upon her face. Wherever they meet, the boy is filled with a loathing for his sorry state. Soon this loathing eats away what joy he receives when the girl visits. The girl won't stop coming. He knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could tell her of his feelings, this might not be so, but this conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within itself. Etched upon it is a single word: envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy arises, and another, and another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere, deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind, lies a vague memory of a daughter. The child exists only in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream she does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began the fight with 33 companions, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large it blots out the sky. She's laughing. She's been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. This memory has been stored for a very long time. It's etched with a single word: loss. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame. It was a favorite of mine. They're talking about Angelus and Kime. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this point. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was a black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion entered the room. Well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room Phalanx had entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking one up and peering to it, Phalanx saw a familiar sight. It was the Forest of Myth, its villagers prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As Phalanx stared at the jewel bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Look there. A small shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth, sights and sounds tinkling from each other before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. This shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? The tree extended a branch towards Phalanx. Without a second thought, Phalanx brought his blade down upon the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree, there is the conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction, and many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all of its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. I implore. It spat out a green glimmering jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of the lost envy? Oh, it means the girl's eyes. They were green? It spoke. The shade has intelligence and emotion. Who cares? Phalanx brushed Weiss's comment aside as his sword sliced through the shade's right arm. The shade extended its remaining arm to Phalanx. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment its fingers brushed against Phalanx, the tree felt a warm sensation began to burn. Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arm, out to its entire body. It was emotion, more than the entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone. 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries, the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains, but now no more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul. And the young man was key. This was the promise made long ago. This is how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation. But the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beasts? 33. Her daughter and 33 friends. Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the stomach and clattered to the floor. The key, cried the book. Secure the key. The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate, stretching and slowing. Time was essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. This world is falling apart. How can a world of letters? I implore. Most important thing. World. Yona, Yona, or Yona? I'm thinking Yona. The light was complete. The memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letters slowly faded, Phalanx was drawn back into the real world. And the tree was satisfied. We did it, I think.
What in the...
Yeah, we did
I
it.
never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
I hope y'all enjoyed story time, too.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle.
I mean, I'd like to see that.
I just want to kill him without all this hassle.
Jesus, man.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters. Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
I don't think so. Obtained a fragment. Well, we got the memory tree fragment. Hell yeah. Let's check and see if a letter has arrived from the younger brother.
Let's see if the Junk Heap kid sent us a letter.
Back to the village. Or I could just crash the pig. Sorry, pig. Alright.
You have a letter, it would seem.
Dear Phalanx, this is to inform you the upgrade work on your weapon has been completed. The weapon is ready, and available for pickup at your earliest convenience. I also have a more personal request to make of you. One I hope we can discuss further once you arrive to pick up the weapon. Yours, Two Brothers Weaponry.
Personal request,
He's done a lot for us. We should see what he wants. Off to the Junk Heap, then.
And on that note, it's time to switch save files. Because we have caught up to my side quest save. we are 1 level stronger and have completed quite a few side quests for part 2. At this point, there are 3 that have to be done because they reward weapons. You can see we have 72% of the game's weapons. 100% will be needed for completion. And as for our quest completion, well, nice. Let's do best words for everything. As far as weapons, faith, best words, virtuous contract, best words, virtuous treaty, best words, then virtuous dignity, best words, defend, best words, evade, best words. Nice. And let's save, thus making this the prime timeline, so to speak. And we can head off to the junk heap. Once again, I hope everyone has had a wonderful evening and has enjoyed the stream tonight. Tokyo Mirage Sessions henceforth is moved to Sunday since Death Stranding is on hold. And you'll see more Nier Saturday, and then some Monster Hunter finally again this Thursday. And we're back.
Hey there. Your weapon is ready to go.
Then give it to me.
Great, thanks.
Obtain the two-handed sword, Iron Will.
You know, with a weapon like that,
You were going to say?
I need to ask you for a favor.
Oh, yeah?
I want you to avenge my brother.
This got dark.
That is a rather ponderous favor.
It's my mission. It's the whole reason I've been creating these weapons for the past 4 years. I don't care about money. I only care about making a weapon strong enough to kill those bastards.
Okay.
Which bastards?
The ones in the mountain. That little shade and his robot.
A shade has joined forces with a robot.
There's a shade in there?
Yes.
And what have we
And
decided?
why didn't you tell me before, you fucking idiot?
We're gonna kill it.
Let's go. I like how the music is completely gone. Left with nothing but the silence and our own thoughts. Are we at least gonna get music in this area? I hope so. Okay, there's the music. I was getting worried that this was gonna be just my thoughts in my head, and I don't like that. I have a hunch about where the game wants us to go. I'm betting it wants us to go back to that big room where nothing happened before. Got a bit of deja vu. Made it. Hi, Kaine. Today, Devila said that Kaine is put together in all the right oh, Jesus Christ, Devila. Big bot? Big bot. Dead. Alright. We are motoring. Keep it up.
I've never heard of a shade living with a machine.
Yeah,
What's
neither
that
have I, Emil.
Don't know, don't care. All that matters is that we kill them both.
Jesus Christ. We are becoming quite the psychopath.
It seems we have found the entrance to our robot friend's hideout.
Right. Let's head down.
Are you mad? We've no idea what lies below.
Beat's going the long way around. Come on.
Alright. Here we go. There he is. There's Beepy. Or sorry, P-33. Well, hello there. Listen, buddy, no hard feelings.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning.
No hard feelings.
Looks like we found them.
Good lord, it's
Oh,
enormous.
Christ, you got some help.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning. Exterminating.
Look at the shade!
That thing is commanding the robot somehow.
Aim for the legs! Knock it down! Take out the shade!
Well, which do you want me to do, folks?
Exterminating. Ing. 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 Must defend my mission.
No, damn it. That's a shade. It's a shade!
Oh, now I seem to be doing actual damage. Yeah, let's buff my magic damage. What is he doing? Yo. Okay.
Exterminating. Ing. 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 Ing.
Okay, P-33, you want to play that way? We'll play that way.
This thing can transform?
Watch for falling debris!
Look out!
Escape. 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 Go. See the world. Earl.
What?
Must protect. Must fight.
Where do you think you're going?
Dodge it. Maybe I should bump up the difficulty. Because this is normal. Those little shades. I don't think that was a robot in disguise. I think that was just a robot.
Must defend my mission.
Sorry, buddy.
You stupid machine! You killed my family! You took everything from me!
The shade's still there too.
Hey, come on. That's enough.
I did it! Now that this goddamn
Dude, you didn't
thing
do
is
shit.
dead,
It was all
I
me.
can forage wherever I want. Just wait, you goddamn freak. Now I can make all kinds of powerful weapons. Just leave it to me. Leave it all to me.
Look, we get it, okay? Really?
Christ. What was the time trial for him?
Hatred and
4.5
madness will
minutes.
never heal a wounded heart.
Maybe it's just all he's capable of right now.
I don't think he just called my squad freaks. I think he was calling the machine freaks.
Revenge is a fool's errand.
Yeah, I know.
Law of Robotics key. Hey, Ongo! Rothgar, Ongo, Baiba, thank you all. Thank you all so much for the raid. For those who don't know, I am Bardic Phalanx. I am a variety streamer, and I never made my about command. But oh hey, thank you very much,
Sprowadle has joined the
Sprowadle for the
Phalanx
follow.
Phalanx. Welcome,
Certainly
Shield
appreciate
partner.
it. Thank you all for stopping by. We are currently in the midst of Nier Automata. Or not Nier Automata, Jesus Christ. Nier Replicant, which is our current long-form LP. We are in part 2 of the game.
Popul has found some information about the Shadow Lord. Let's stop by the village.
Bit of a
Very well.
warning for spoilers for Nier Replicant. But thank you all so much. Thank you, Ongo, for the raid. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I'm certainly happy to have you here, of course. The game has gotten quite crazy, honestly. Part 2 so far is... Oh, the music in these games are excellent. Baiba, no, I get it. I get it completely. But yeah, the music is excellent. And part 2 of the game is what I would call the saddening. It is when Yoko Taro takes all the characters who you've grown to love and say, hey, wouldn't it be cool if, like, I ruined every single aspect of their lives? While the combat is not as refined as Automata, it's certainly much better than the original release. And I think you'd really enjoy it, for the music and story especially. You say someday because Rise. Oh, did they announce 3.0? Is that official? Thank you very much, Rothgar, for the real emotion. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? End of May. Interesting. I still have to finish the base game so I can fight Chameleos and the other returnings. Even Teostra. Yes, even Teostra. I am not looking forward to facing Teostra again. Yeah, speaking of which, speaking of that, Captain Conebeard, who I will give a shout out to again. First of all, shout outs to all of you for joining me today. Holy cow. Please, anybody, if you've never heard of Ongo, Baiba, or Rothgar, all excellent streamers. If you love Monster Hunter, Ongo and Baiba are definitely your peeps. And if you love a variety of things, and certainly a lot of chill, relaxing farm sim games, Rothgar has an excellent long go. I believe he's currently playing Cozy Grove. But please check all of them out. And then Conebeard did announce that he will be playing Final Fantasy X, followed by Final Fantasy X-2 at my urging for Final Fantasy X-2.
You know, I was just
certainly
going
look
to
forward
talk
to
you
seeing
about
people
that.
starting Friday. Excellent, excellent.
You remember the Airy, right?
You're gonna laugh along with that scene, right? Like you're gonna karaoke the laughs. Yeah, I remember the Airy.
That depressing shell of a village?
Uh-huh.
Not so much anymore, it sounds like.
Really?
I just got this letter from the village chief. Have a look.
From the office of the Chief of the Airy to Popola. My greetings to you and your village. I hope everything is going well. Our village has shut itself away from the world for too many years, and we will therefore decided it's time to change our ways. As part of this endeavor, we've resolved to establish a shop within the village. It is now open for business, and I look forward to seeing a great many customers. With regards to the sacrifice keyword you wrote about, one of our villagers claimed to know the meaning behind the term. You are more than welcome to speak with him on the matter as part of your visit to the Airy. I hope to hear from you again soon.
Sacrifice? Isn't that the name of one of the key fragments?
Yes, it is.
That's right. I've been trading notes with leaders from every town in the land.
You're amazing, Popola.
Yeah, thank you, Popola.
This entire affair strikes me as a bit too convenient.
I agree, Vice.
I'm afraid Grimoire Vice is correct.
What do you mean?
The Airy has been shut off from the world for years. And now they've not only opened trade routes, but they freely exchange information about the Shadow Lord.
Yeah, that reeks of trap.
I agree. It seems rather unnatural and dangerous.
You're overthinking it. Besides, I don't care if it's dangerous. I won't get Yona back by just sitting around and waiting. If there are shades there, I'll just kill him and be done with it.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I guess I won't stop you. Try speaking with the chief when you get there.
To the Airy. And I know we don't have a boat to fast travel us there.
The Airy, huh? Alright, let's go see the chief.
What a soul-crushing place.
Yeah, but their theme kinda slaps. But to the new people who tuned in, for everybody else who wasn't here earlier, I hope you're all having a wonderful evening, of course. Thank you again for tuning in and for joining us. Anybody have any exciting plans for the week that they've yet to accomplish or want to share?
I cannot fathom that
I'm
village
always
setting up a
all ears.
mercantile. They must have truly opened their minds.
Yeah, I have my doubts.
Yeah, I do too.
Aren't you
I do
glad
too,
to be going
Kaine.
back home, Kaine?
Home? The place is a shithole.
Don't be so nervous, Kaine. We'll protect you.
I got me taken care of. Worry about protecting yourself.
You're 2 trophies away from the Platinum and Eternal. Oh, that is awesome, man. Congratulations. I know you've been putting in some serious time. You might take a break to wait for a patch. That's valid. I'm planning on picking up Returnal on this next check, so I'm certainly excited to finally get into it. I've heard nothing but very good things. One of the collectibles is practically broken right now. Broken as in, like, obtainable, or broken as in, like, it just doesn't work? Because that's my concern. There's a reason for the chief doing that. Deadly epidemic and they need people to move in. Could be. Up, and there's the village chief up there. Lovely place, this village, really. Only a slight constant chance that you're gonna fall to your death.
Everyone will perish. Everyone.
Excuse me?
I'm too scared to trust anyone.
Jesus. Everyone's procedurally generated, so you only have a chance of getting the room you need to spawn with one. Oh, that is the worst. I need to go up, but there's also shops here. You have any weapons, my dude?
Weapons may not be the latest and greatest, but my selection can't be beat.
Nope.
Thanks.
How about you?
Make sure you stock up on necessities before heading out to hunt.
They had a viral spread of sleepwalking. People are reporting doing over 100 runs and not getting it. Oh, that is obscene. Holy hell. I am sorry. Like, that just does not sound like a good time.
Come back anytime.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, there's one over here. I do not blame you for waiting for a patch.
I know you. You.
Yeah, I bet you do know me. I'm pretty famous. I kill lots of shades. Wait, nope, that's back the way we came. It's a bit frustrating, but the game is so good that you're kind of ignoring that. You're also contemplating waiting for them to patch that as well. I get that.
Don't believe in anything anymore.
Now I've heard a lot of people...
It's over. For us. And for you.
Is it though? I've heard a lot of people say the save situation's pretty bad.
Attacked again last night.
Do you agree that the save situation could use some work, or maybe you've had a different experience with that than everybody else? I sort of trust the opinion of people I know over random internet strangers. Oh, there is no save.
Hello? We're here from Popola's village.
It's all over.
We came to ask about the letter you sent.
Our days are numbered. Our village is
And it almost warrants one, with runs lasting over 2 hours. Oh no.
As cheerful as ever, it seems.
But you can understand. Yeah, save scumming runs I can understand.
I don't know about any letter.
What the hell is going on here?
It may be faster for us to take our inquiries elsewhere. Let us ask around. Someone must know something.
I mean, I don't know the programming odds of it, but I wonder if it's to a point where they could do something similar to what Gungeon does. With the, it's not a save, but it's a resume. So you can pause your run, but you can't attempt any other runs until you resume that one. The benefits of the save outweigh the downsides. I would agree.
A letter, huh? Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
What do you have to say, Mr. Assassin's Creed man?
So, you know about the letter?
Maybe I don't. I'm not sure. Which is it, man? Oh, and if I may ask, are you friends of Kaine?
Yes.
You could say that.
Ah, I've heard the rumors. Here to hunt shades, are you? Indeed. Our aim is to defeat every last one.
You might need to play Gungeon next. You've been putting it off with Hades and Returnal. I think it might be a good time, and I think you really would enjoy it. It's also got some really good couch co-op.
Every last one? Everyone? Everyone?
My guy, you okay? Oh, he's a shade.
This man is a shade. Damn it, it's a trap. I figured as much.
They've been possessed somehow.
Keep your guard up. Others are surely...
You guys sure are taking your goddamn time.
1,000 apologies. We were distracted by the local welcoming party.
Want some help?
Kaine!
Oh, he is just attacking me.
But not all of them. Some are still human, so be careful.
Oh, there's shades everywhere. Holy shit. Obtain the word soul car. Oh no. Oh, it wants me to go this way.
Everything was fine until you showed up.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
Get out of here! No way! I'm not going to abandon my own sister!
Kaine, what's going on?
I think the shades did in fact bore a person.
She's a shade.
Kaine, I don't think that's a shade.
No!
Kaine, I just think you murdered someone.
You people are the monsters here!
Stay back, kid. Your sister is one of them now.
I don't care what she is! She's my sister, and I love her.
Oh shit. Oh god damn it. Not again, Kaine. Ooh, bad time there, Bardic Phalanx. Yeah, Kaine, try dodging that next time.
Stop it! Don't hurt my sister!
What madness. These people are behaving as if we are the villains.
Oh shit.
Kaine!
Kill them! Kill them now!
No! You've got to stop this! We're trying to save you from the shades! Please, you have to stop!
Gale!
We need
need to get out of here. Kaine, get up! Hurry!
Stop this at once.
Leave us in peace!
Shade! My husband's a shade!
Get them!
Villagers are under attack over there.
I blame you for all of this.
Alright, shut up, dude.
What could those black swirls be?
Gee, I wonder. Oh, we got a boss. Or a mini-boss.
I can't tell who's human anymore.
Put down that weapon, please! I beg of you!
It's all over. This village's history. Oh God!
Charge it up.
Help us, please!
Fire it off. Alright, you have a wonderful night, dude, and holy hell, you got a pretty emote that is fantastic. Have a wonderful evening, Rothgar. Thank you for tuning in. What is happening? Oh, that's a boss, isn't it? Or is that an angel from Evangelion? Because that might be an angel from Evangelion, actually. Or is it Amino Sagiri from Persona 4?
Pages. Is this beast a shade as well?
That thing sucked up the villagers.
No! If we keep this up, we're gonna kill them all! We can't let that happen!
Whoa. They've become a legion.
I feel something from within the creature.
Is this the combined power of all those shades?
It will take more than a barrage of magic to stop us. The first to waver is the first to die. I sense magic coming from the center of that eye.
You don't say. Let's boost my magic.
Wait! I think those are actual people!
Hold nothing back. Those are shades. The surrounding tentacles appear to deflect magic.
Oh shit.
Such speed! Now, focus your magic on the beast's center.
Lasers, Weiss. Lasers. Whoa! Yeah, get him, Emil. What the fuck?
Look out! It's coming!
Its weak point is located around the back. Try attacking it from above.
I'll try to pin it down!
Emil!
Easier said than done.
Emil!
I'll keep it busy! You should be able to attack! From behind! Go around and get it! Please, hurry!
Emil can handle this. We must circle behind the creature at once.
Oh, we need to keep going up. We need to keep going up.
You must strike it in the eye.
Are you there yet?
Yeah, I'm here, Emil.
It is escaping to the inner level.
I'm coming! Gotta catch my breath.
Careful, Emil. Won't help anyone if we lose you here.
Gotta keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going.
God damn it! We beat the hell out of that thing. How can it still move?
Its combined powers are beyond even my greatest suspicion.
Hammer it.
Come on! Help me take it out!
I'm on it.
No, I know I didn't do the time trial on that one. Holy shit! I think we got it. Oh yeah, I think we got it.
Emil! Emil, wait!
Emil!
He's gone. His instincts have taken hold. The ultimate weapon is being deployed.
Holy shit. Kaine, no! I see your butt. I'm sure everyone's fine. I'm sure everybody is fine. We're all fine, right? Oh shit, it's all gone. We like legit blew it up.
What have I done? I killed innocent people. I killed them all.
But you saved us. If it wasn't for you, we'd all be dead. We owe you.
Holy shit.
But
It's all right. Really? Don't look back.
Holy shit. It's a crater. Obtain the sacrifice key fragment.
We had best be off.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Oopsies. Yeah, I think Emil might have had a moment. Hey, Kaine, at least your house is fine. That's a bright side to look forward to. Yeah, Emil did nothing wrong. Like, he couldn't control that. Did a lot of innocent people just die? Yes.
Maybe Popola's found some information about the Shadow Lord. Let's drop by the village.
Very well.
Are they gonna sad music me all the way back to the village? Alright, we're gonna see what Popola wants, and then I think this will be a good stopping point. And if my memory is right, I think we might finish Route A Saturday. Which is pretty pog.
Hey, Popola.
Ah, you're back.
Yes, we are.
Have you learned anything more about the Shadow Lord's key?
I'm sorry, but it's going to take me some time yet.
I see. Well, can I take something off your plate in the meantime?
Oh, how about this? You know the ferryman with the red bag, right?
Yes.
Well, he's been skipping out on work lately. Can I ask you to go to Seafront and check on him?
Sure thing.
Alright.
This feels alarmingly familiar.
I'm sure that couple is merely having another one of their inane spats. Let us do our utmost not to get dragged into it this time,
So with that, that is where we will call Chapter 4. Thank you very much, of course, everybody for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, of course, again to Ongo for the raid. Give another shout out there. And I will be back this Thursday with some Monster Hunter. So if you'd like to see that, you can check me out Thursday evening. Tomorrow I will be hanging out in chat for Tai Ichijo, who I believe will be returning with some Resident Evil 8. I'll be spoiler safeguarding the chat to make sure nothing gets through. So otherwise, thank you all, of course. Make good choices, have a wonderful evening, and keep on being excellent. Adios, folks.